What's up, guys? Retro Ryan here. You know you can catch me live every Tuesday night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing your 80s, 90s game requests. I'm playing 80s, 90s footage. So, I mean, we're doing toy lines tonight, dude, that arguably have the most iconic theme songs at least in the top 10 of all the shows. I mean, sometimes some crimes go slipping through the cracks. There's no case too big, no case too small. When you need help, just call Chippendale Rescue Rangers. You know, we got DuckTales, Life is Like a Hurricane. I mean, these are lines we still get stuck in our head on these shows.
Yes, very, very true. So, of course, my mic wasn't coming up. Gotta love the OBS here. But anyway, yes. So we're gonna be talking about the Disney Afternoon cartoons and the shows the toys and everything that went with them. You were fine, Ryan. My audio was the problem, so I got that fixed.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Man, this was one of those things where right after school we would totally be watching this stuff like right after school, like either Gargoyles and because 94, but before that you had DuckTales and you had Gummy Bears. Man, it was so good. Bouncing around in here and there. What's up, Hummus? What's up, Boiling? I mean, I remember watching Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers and like all that stuff with my dad. We would actually go in and record like the pilot episodes for all this stuff, and then we'd have it on a tape that we'd watch over and over. Go back to the VHS tapes, you know?
Oh yeah. Those were like, the theme songs were so upbeat. You were like in a good mood. Like you can't like turn on DuckTales or Chippendale Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, and not like kind of like smile as even more so than like, because like X-Men, like you put that on, it's like you're amped, you're energetic to see it, but it's not like like a silly energy. Like there's like a silly fun energy to DuckTales, Chippendale. You know, you're in an upbeat kind of silly mood when you watch that. It's not so serious. It's not as much kind of fighting. It's kind of just like fun shenanigans, laughs. You know, you're gonna laugh watching those shows. There's an upbeat nature to them, and they just don't make theme songs like that anymore, man.
Well, I mean, like think about it. You break down, like Tailspin. It's just like so goofy, you know.
The Caribbean feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the drums on the intro.
I mean, how like if you're in a crowd of people of our age, right, and you just start singing the DuckTales theme, right? Life is like a hurricane. You know, everybody's gonna chip in to start singing that song.
I don't think anything was that catchy since Alvin and the Chipmunks. We're the Chipmunks. Alvin, Simon, Theodore. It's candy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's candy in your head, in your ears.
Oh yeah, I mean it really kind of like makes you as a kid like it's like taking sugar, but for your ears, right?
Yeah.
You're munching down your cereal while you're watching cartoons, or you're even at a point where it's like you come home from school and you've been waiting to catch the next episode to the story that you've been following. And that was what was really good, was that it was very serialized, right? Versus like the sitcom format where every episode was kind of one and done, but there was a little bit more to it than what we got with like some of the episodes, right?
And it was literally serialized because they gave us those PVC figures as toys in the cereal.
That is very true.
For DuckTales and Chippendale and Darkwing, we got all of them in like a little tiny PVC figure in the cereal.
Well, and then we can't harken back. I mean, I forget about the fact that we had McDonald's with the Happy Meal toys and getting those toys as well. I think those were a lot of times the first times we actually got toys for some of these cartoons before the actual figures came out. Because I think it took a while for DuckTales to get some toys. I think even Darkwing Duck it took like a season to get the toy line to come out. But I just remember, like, I have fond memories, like, just watching this with my sister and my dad, and like just like that first 4-part episode for Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers and everything. They had such a more mature tone to the story. There was goofy moments, but like what was going on, well, sometimes in some of these episodes could be very dark.
Well, it's like Scrooge always just paranoid, full on anxiety about his money and his money pit, swimming in it, and just holding on to his riches, his gold coins,
swimming through his money bin. Yeah. Well, I mean, that was the thing too, is like Scrooge taking his nephews off to all these dangerous adventures and everything, and it was them always saving Uncle Scrooge or Launchpad. And that's another thing too, is the connection between at least 3 of the series just because of Launchpad. But yeah, no, so yeah, we can get into the toys. You want to catch up with chat real quick before we go into it, or you want to go in? Start talking about the figure lines.
What's up, Hummus? What's up, Blood? What's up, Great White North? GWN saying so many memories.
Yeah, Diva, something that lacked for newer IPs and remakes. That is 100% true. Considering like right now with Disney, we're getting this whole thing where we're just gonna remake everything in live action. We're not gonna give you anything new animated wise, unless it's Pixar. And then even then, we're only gonna give you CGI films, nothing hand drawn or anything. It's like the closest we're ever gonna get to any of that now is watching a Studio Ghibli film. Waiting to watch Disney Afternoon save my sanity during the hour-long bus ride home from school, says Hummus. I heard the acapella melody of Disney Saturday morning cartoon from YouTube before a couple of years back.
But I mean, this is a toy show. What do you guys remember of everybody in just 6 in chat right now? Did you have a Darkwing Duck figure? Did you have some of these cereal toys that we're talking about, the little PVCs that came in your cereal box? Did you? Because I think the Darkwing Duck line was pretty big. It was pretty common.
Mm-hmm.
I seen friends I had have it.
Gargoyles was really big. I had quite a few of those. I don't remember Tailspin having a whole lot. I know
it's also around that time. I remember around the time of the Darkwing Duck line, there was the Earthworm Jim line, which I mean, kind of unrelated, but kind of like wacky kind of action things they would do. Like, Darkwing Duck's hat spins.
Yep.
And there's the Spark feature on what's the one character with the plug head? I'm bad with names here.
I'm bad with names too, because like I like Darkwing Duck, but it wasn't my favorite. So don't roast me, Matt, when you come into this, and I'll try to save that toy line for when you show up. I did message him so he knows.
Well, what we're gonna see is that we're kind of in a Renaissance era, and the reason I say that is because thanks to Funko, we had a really nice $12 price point of figures of Chip and Dale that nailed the likeness, of Darkwing that nailed the likeness, of Tailspin that nailed the likeness. And I mean, you could get the whole fucking set of all of those. I mean, I think 15 of them for probably $100.
Yeah, or
if
maybe
you got them sale too, because a lot of them went on clearance towards the end. And the likeness on those is really good for that price range. I have a few of them. I actually have the Funko one mixed in with my actual Darkwing Duck line because I didn't want to pay $40 for Darkwing Duck, and the size and the look of the Funko one at $12
They're
was
expensive.
like almost spot on, exact
Mm-hmm.
with the original Darkwing Duck figure, with just minor differences. So I put that as my Darkwing in front of the rest of my vintage Darkwing Duck figures. So
Yeah, so no, and that's definitely one of the cool things. Is like if you notice about the thumbnail, I put Launchpad as the that version, the Funko version, and it goes well with the other ones in that line. But yeah, let's get into it. So I'll wait on Darkwing. We can do DuckTales. We'll go with the original 1990 Just Toys versions, which were the bendable figures, unfortunately. But like, I didn't remember there being many for this line.
yeah, because I don't either. So this is going to be kind of new to me.
I remember seeing them, but I never picked up any of them because we were like, I mean, you got to be honest. Like, these bendable figures weren't the greatest.
I never did bendable figures, guys. I never did them.
Yeah, I mean, they're.
I'm not against them. It just wasn't something I was buying.
They're decent representations. Like, I mean, I don't know. You look at the demographic for kids that were watching this show. You would have want some kind of a better play feature than this. But
all you got to know is this. Use this example, right? Was bendable toys a good top tier era of Star Wars? No. Remember that era?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's the worst era. It's the Power of the Force 1 and 2 blow that shit away. That stupid bendable toy era that they went through in the middle, in the dark ages of Star Wars toys. So it's not that it's terrible. It's just that it's kind of frowned upon when you could have an action figure likeness to get the bendable toy.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, because like the worst thing about these toys were the fact. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Tylord. Welcome. Is the fact that when you played with these too much, the wire, the bendable wire, would come through the plastic or the rubber, that soft rubber or soft plastic that they're made out of. Even today, they're not great. I remember like the Disney Aladdin was bad about that as too. And Boiling, I'll get to what you said here in a second once we get to Launchpad. But I mean, it's a good representation, right? If you just bought these to have on a shelf, they're great. But they're not really toys at this point if they're bendable like this. I know where they were cheap. Yes, Gumby, that's a great thing. What's up, Hummus? What's up, Jose? But yeah, it's a good 4-pack. I don't remember what the price would have been, but I mean, probably $10, maybe 15.
Exactly. I remember even like movies would get the Bendums commonly. Like there was Bendums for Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
That were pretty popular. So sometimes it was better than nothing.
Yeah, that's true. What's up, Mazin? So yeah, going to what Boiling Blood said is like when you look at Launchpad, right? He's so thin and like gaunt. He's right in the show, he's like this huge towering duck. So, but
What's up, Mazin, Moon Man, Tylord?
It does represent the characters. It is a little almost stylized. I mean, he doesn't look exactly like he does in the show, but I mean, why go with this option for such a popular show that went like I think four seasons?
Was the PVC brand that was gangbusters at this time called Applause? Wasn't it Applause that was making all those Looney Tunes ones?
I think
those were really pop.
I think
those were really hot in the streets at this era. There was tons and tons of PVC Looney Tunes figures. They did a lot of the Disney ones in the PVC, so it makes sense we got ducked. For the other Disney movie properties, we got it. So it kind of makes sense that they did like DuckTales, but I'm gonna say like when you guys see what like Funko did on the lower tier end for actual action figures of these, you're gonna be like, oh my god, I don't want these Bendums. You know,
Yes.
Funko really nailed it recently with these.
That is a good point. But I mean, like, I like the card art. The card art, I mean, it's bare bones to the point. I mean, it could have been better, right? There could have been a little bit more, maybe Duckburg in the background, maybe other characters. But it looks like this is the background is the sketch art that they did for designing Launchpad. But like when you get the back of the box, that stands out. That's what should have sold this toy line right here. And I mean, you get a brief description of the character, basically a whatever imaginary story you want. You got the Walt Disney Company, but I mean, I don't know. I wonder how well this sold. It's a good. I mean, it would be a good thing to go look into, like what the production numbers were for this run. I mean, because don't get me wrong, you got Huey and Dewey right here, look great, but they got that Bendum stuff, right? You could have just went through what you were saying is a PVC, more sculpted, stylized version of the characters.
Yeah.
But
and I mean, we could have gotten action figures. Well, all you had to do was add the arms on a hinge.
mm-hmm.
We didn't even need movable legs. They could have just had 2 points of articulation, basic plastic PVC action figures, bendable on the arms, and it could have been call it a day. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I look at it. Look at the price, right? You're looking at $2. I'd pay $2 for that right now. I mean, you're looking at probably maybe 25 cents to make these figures. Honestly, they're making about $1.75. Actually, no.
Who was selling it? What's the tag?
Price Store. I've never heard of that place before. Price Store. But
sounds like a made up. Sounds like you watch a sitcom. Oh, you guys are we're going down to Price Store. We're going down to. You know when they.
Yeah.
You know when they call AT, like on Seinfeld, they call ATMs a cash machine. We're going down to the cash machine. Oh, because you can't say ATM. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So and that's the thing too, is like so. I'm guessing there was additional waves, right? Because you got the 4-pack with the the boys and Uncle Scrooge. You got Huey and Dewey, and you got Louie and Webby. So we'll go into that one real quick. So that's cool, right? Just having this would have been awesome. Hey, Dad. But I know we didn't get these. I know we got the ones that McDonald's had released, but not the Bendums.
I feel like one of them should have been either murdered or executed. Huey, Dewey, or Webby. You know, like at some point as a character arc, as like a final episode, like one of them just dies.
Yeah, that was the unreleased pilot episode. That's what turns the boys into a darker comedy or a darker.
A little bit too many ducks. You know, one of these ducks has got to get shot.
One of these
like
ducks.
Duck Hunt style.
And it's not Launchpad McQuack.
We got Moses in the house. Moses, the king of the ducks.
What's up, Matt? All right, so yeah, I mean, still, I mean, it's a basic card art. That's great. As far as the back, I mean, these are really bare bones. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that like these were sold at Disney, kind of thing. But like I noticed that when we were scrolling down, it looks like there's the Beagle Boys, which they're not even on the list.
Beagle Boys just make me think of Bugle Boy. Remember that clothing line?
Yeah, definitely. I think I had a couple of those pants or whatever.
Everybody was rocking the Bugle Boy.
Hey man, it was cheap blue jeans.
The decent paint schemes on these.
Right. I don't get me wrong. The faces look good. The details look good. It's a bendable toy. I mean, it's one of those things that over time these things don't last. playability wise. Now, we didn't get any of these. We did get the better figures, yeah. So let's go into that real quick. There is... Okay, so they don't have the Funko versions, but they have...
eBay does. If you did like Funko Disney Afternoon.
Well, here, these are the okay, so these is the okay, I gotta get to these. So this is the Fat Mojo release. These are the ones based on the 2018 animated series. This series was actually really good. The art style was very kind of almost comic book-esque than the original series. You know, they got some panel lining. They got a little bit more attitude, but the characters still portrayed very closely to the originals. They had different voices, so it wasn't like all of them had the duck voices like they used to. But there you go. You got a beefcake launch pad. Much more toned out than the Mr. McDuck hasn't been feeding Launchpad because he's been crashing his planes too many times, and he's out of work.
Yeah, that one's pretty spot on with the original.
Yeah. Well, like even like the Scrooge is really good. But of course, this doesn't really have anything to do with the Disney Afternoon stuff. These are really good figures. If you guys haven't seen this show, I believe it's on Disney Plus. It's really good. It's a really good modern telling.
I'm gonna have to give you a little bit of office space and go ahead and disagree with you there. Okay, Peter, what's happening? No, it's not my thing. I don't think it looks bad. It's just not my thing. This remake. But at least they didn't stray too far. You know, they strayed enough to lose me, but that's okay.
No, that's all right. All right, so we're gonna go, since Matt's here. We're gonna go right into Darkwing Duck.
Let's appetize the Moses.
So the Moses with the Mostus. All right, guys. So first up, we got the 12-inch scale Darkwing Duck that talks, I'm sure. So I got, you know what? This may be the wish list that Moses wants for Christmas, guys. Where we're telling you what you can get him for Christmas or her birthday.
You getting a little parched?
Yeah, I'm a little parched there.
It sounds like you hit Edwin's blunt or something. You're getting dry mouth. I didn't know Edwin was in here blowing smoke. You know, Matt, did you even know this existed, this 12-inch one?
Giant.
Is this the talking pull string?
The giant Darkwing collector's figure. Fully articulated, 12 inches tall. Authentic secret agent cape. And removable spy Fedora. He doesn't talk, I don't think.
Oh, okay. That would be cool, though, if he talked. Pull string.
Let's get dangerous. All right, so we got Bushroot here. Matt, I want you to describe this guy. What's going on here? Is he's part man, part duck, part plant? If I remember correctly. He looks like a Dr. Seuss character.
It looks like you know, he got his Jim Carrey's barber from Dumb and Dumber.
He got a hold of some bad green eggs and ham.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Eggplant duck.
Bird. Yeah.
So Matt, do you have this one? Do you have this one carded? We inquiring minds want to know.
Why does this one just make me think of like eating broccoli? This figure, like, I feel like this is like your mom's like, you can't have your Pop-Tart till you eat your broccoli.
So no,
finish your dinner.
What this is, honestly, it's you know, when your parents want you to eat more veggies, but they infuse the veggies with duck sauce, so
Yeah.
it's got duck flavor. I have this one carded. Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. I'll be listening in the background watching Castlevania Nocturne. It's really good so far, Dad. I'm only on episode 3, so we
I
got.
really like Darkwing Duck's gun. I can get behind that. I just like the space age look to it.
Yeah, it's very Foghorn, kind of esque. Like it's a megaphone, but then it's also like it's gonna zap somebody. Like he stole it off of Alien Corpse.
So I wonder if this line you had kind of like that classic problem with Motu, right? Where you couldn't find your main figure because it was so popular. So I wonder if like back in the day on the shelf, you had all the other characters, but you couldn't get Darkwing. Because I would imagine this was very popular.
Oh,
You
yeah.
wanted Darkwing Duck. Who didn't want Darkwing Duck? Like, you know, in this line especially, as the lead superhero in the series. I mean, I would think that maybe it'd be hard to find. Well, and wasn't that also the problem around this time with Bucky O'Hare? That you couldn't find Bucky O'Hare, but you could find all the other characters.
Yes. Well, keep in mind though, usually what would happen is you would get a box of like, if there was that first wave was 12, you would have like usually one Chase figure, and I bet you the Gosling figure would have been that character because typically girl figures don't sell well in a boy toy line. And it's sad, not because of the fact that we wouldn't have want these figures with our characters. It's like April O'Neil, but it's the speculator of the businessman wanting to go, okay, well, this may not sell because we know boys won't like this, so we're gonna market more of the other men characters or whatever. And
right off the bat, props on putting the action feature right in the front and bottom right instead of on the back.
Yes, shows you what it can do. What's great is you get the accessories for the character. You get to see all the points of articulation, which is like I think 5. You got the 2 arm swivel, the his leg swivel, and then probably a head.
Now the good and the bad about this figure though, you go on eBay, you know how much more this fucking figure is with the hat because people lose it, kids lost it, double.
Really?
It's
Wow.
double with the hat because it spins, because it's detachable. Kids lost it, and you're gonna see when you're looking for this on eBay, tons without the hat or missing the cape, and you're gonna pay double. You're gonna pay like 40 for the complete, so it's gonna cost you, and that's even loose. You would think loose wouldn't be that bad. And I mean, Matt will tell us in the chat, Moses, what did he go for mint on card, about a hundo? The Darkwing figure.
Yeah, let him answer that real quick before I talk about one other thing. Because what I do like is the fact that the card art looks great. You get some good representation of the cartoon. You get the play features. You got that explosive background. A little over $100, he says. What's up, Vinny? Yes, sir. The boys are back in town. And even the back of the card, you got the roster of the first wave. So you're looking at what? 8 figures for that first wave? I guarantee there was probably 2 boxes shipped per the wave, and that there would usually be 2 characters per, and there would always be 2 figures that were only 1 per box. So, but it's really cool. You get to see the villains, the characters. You get a little comic book in the back, kind of in a way. And this is Playmates. They know what they're doing. They really know what they're doing on this stuff.
The other funny thing is you could argue that, I mean, some people would say maybe they were even in popularity, but I would say almost DuckTales maybe was a little more popular, yet Darkwing got the line. But maybe that was because, in a way, they thought, well, we could have more action features with Darkwing. There was like more of the, you know what I mean? Because think
Mhm.
about it, like the DuckTales, you got the baby kind of little duck figures. What can they really do though to utilize action features? Right, not much. You
No.
could have Scrooge do something, but not necessarily the rest. Whereas this is a feature of a kind of an action show, you know, a private eye kind of show where you could have kind of weapons and features and like his hat spins and you got, you know. So I think it makes sense that this was the one that got the full line with the action features, you know,
Right.
versus the other one that may even have been more popular.
Well, and this definitely would have been something where Disney would have decided that, hey, we tried this out with DuckTales. It didn't work with the direction we went. So we went with Playmates, because this is 1991, right? So this is the height of the Turtles. So they went to the toy brand they thought that they could get the most bang for their buck. And that's Playmates. So, I mean, it makes sense. You know, because as we go on, you know, I think Tailspin's going to have a little bit more stuff on that because they had a little bit more vehicles. This had a few vehicles. Actually, I think this vehicle count was the same, honestly, between Darkwing.
Got the motorcycle with the side cart that I have.
Yeah, because let me see. We'll go. Yeah, because yeah, his Thunderquack jet and then the rat catcher. Got a little role playing action in there too.
My favorite one as a kid is the one that sparks.
Here's Gosselin, which is so weird, right? So her hands aren't movable. They're not in a pose where they could hold any of these weapons. So it's like she became a basically accessory pack with a character, so that way other characters could use the accessories she came with. That's at least what I'm thinking. Matt, do you have this one carded? We're gonna find out which ones he doesn't. Okay, no back of the box, which is fine. And still, this is really good representation of the character from the show. The voice actor is also Chucky from Rugrats, I believe. Yes, that is true.
Interesting.
All right, and you can't have Goslin without her friend Honker, which is like what? This is way before, what was it? Stuart Little or whatever. It looks like he had his glasses came off. He's got.
To me, he looks like Chicken. He looks like Chicken Little.
Yeah, he does look like Chicken Little. Yeah, yeah. He's just had a lot of bird feed. He's got a communicator and a computer, because I believe he was like scientific and stuff. Not much more going on the back of the box. We've kind of already said it. It does give some specs on the character, so you don't have Honker. Okay, we got to make note of that, guys. Make note that Matt doesn't have Honker.
Honker definitely got his glasses stepped on by the bully at school. Got him stomped on.
He was definitely the butt of a lot of jokes.
Okay, I need help from you guys in chat. What was the show or the movie that he kept comically getting the glasses stepped on? It's some show or movie, and then at a certain point he just did it himself for comedic value. He just threw him down and stepped on his own glasses. It kept fucking happening so many times. Can anybody help me out? I know I'm not giving you a lot of details here, but it was some 80s or 90s movie or show where the character kept getting their glasses smashed. I can't. Can you think of anything? I can't think of what it is.
I can't think of anything, but I have a vague memory of that happening. I just don't remember what it was. I have most.
We get the kind of chats in here that somebody will know, though. Just watch. Somebody will come. somebody will come in that's like lurking and be like, "It was this show," or "It was this movie." It's the kind of chat we get in here.
I have the most improper thing moving since Belches in the Catholic school kindergarten class. Wow.
That's a good way to look at it. The Millhouse of the series.
Yeah, I could see that. I'm surprised that they got a figure. You know, sometimes characters don't even get a figure. All right, so we're up to the launch pad, which is way better than the DuckTales version. Except for at the angle with this figure, you can't see his eyes. I don't know how he can fly because you can't see over his bill. But he's definitely swole. He hit the gym.
He's got to do more leg day.
Yeah, he does need to do more leg day. He's very top heavy. I mean, I don't know much more to say. You really kind of don't get a good look at his face because his big mouth and the bill is covering his eyes. Right? He's more like Loudmouth McQuack. Alright, so Megavolt was the one you're talking about. That had the spark feature.
Megavolt, yeah, Megavolt. I think my favorites are Darkwing and Megavolt from this line. Dude, I wore out because I had Megavolt. I wore out his lighter flick feature that sparked in his chest where the plug is. I wore it out that I played with that so much, that figure.
Jose said that bro has a bigger bill than me after eating at Olive Garden. That's hilarious.
Oh.
Did Gizmo Dick... Gizmo Dick.
Dick? That's the unreleased... The unreleased figure is Gizmo Dick, guys. He did have a removable penis. That was the action feature.
Yeah, that
guys,
was it.
Do not leave your sister alone with Gizmo Dick. Oh!
Oh, shit. I don't think there was a Gizmo Duck one.
Get Gizmo Dick away from Gosselin. She's a little girl.
You guys are welcome. Oh, man. Everyone's saying it's great. All right. But like, look at Megavolt here, right? Look how he's holding his blaster. He's not holding it in his hand. He's holding it between his two fingers. So it's like, this dude has like amazing grip between his fingers that like, he doesn't need the power of lightning. He could just take Darkwing Duck down with nothing.
You notice that the purple's translucent too, which is sweet, and which is what makes the flicker feature work, because you couldn't see the spark otherwise through there.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, this reminds me of another line, Black Star, that utilized the lighter feature too to do the sparks.
Mm-hmm.
Which was Black Star was a line that had a cartoon, and it looked very similar to Masters of the Universe, where the figures would kind of be medieval, and but like at least 4 or 5 of those figures had the lighter, same exact feature as Megavolt here has in his chest.
So, well, and then Transformers has the the Terror. I think they're Terrorcons, but they're Autobots. And they had the spark feature too. We'll get into that actually in the next. I think the next Transformers video we do will have them in it. If not, it's Series 4. I'll definitely make a short of that, Jose. I'll go back and trim that out.
The Gizmo Dick?
Yeah, the Gizmo Dick.
This figure is just so good. I love this figure.
Is it me though, or does he almost look like a crazed version of what was the singer in Goof Troop in the Goofy movie where Max wanted to go see it?
See, I was thinking he looks like fucking Devo. When a problem comes along,
you must whip it. Yes, I could see that. I can totally see that.
No.
But wouldn't it be electrocuted? Since he's the power of electricity. All right.
When a problem comes along, electrocute it.
You must shock it. Shock it.
What if that's what Megavolt does? Megavolt, along with his partner in crime, Gizmo Dick, Megavolt gives him the shocker, Vince.
Yeah, he's a hit with the ladies.
They love the shocker.
They love it. Anyway, Steelbeak. What is this, like Froghorn Leghorn with a suit? I say, boy.
Yeah, definitely Foghorn Leghorn. I do declare.
Hey, I mean, Matt, do you have this one? So, have we shown any ones that? Oh, well, you didn't have Honker. We gotta try to get some of these for Matt for him.
See, I'm feeling like I'm getting from Steelbeak almost like Bond villain vibes, you know? Like it would
I could see that. Do you expect me to talk, Steelbeak? No, I expect you to die, Darkwing. He has that gangster voice. See? Yeah, okay, I got it.
He's like, you know, running a casino and just...
He's Joe Pesci. What am I here, for your amusement? He's
my
pricey.
clown, I'm here to fucking amuse you. I'm here to amuse you.
I won't say it. All right, so last up was Tuskmansky or Tusker Mini. I'm totally butchering that name. He's a walrus. And what animal has tusks?
What's my vibe on this figure? I'm trying to think. It's got a very like a Goof Troop kind of vibe, doesn't it? Like,
yeah, it does. Yeah. Oh, come on. Can't remember his name.
Who's the fat one on Goof Troop? Right. That's like what I'm getting here. Like the.
Yeah, it's Goofy's.
I know Matt knows that. Matt, what's the fat one on Goof Troop? Matt's gonna know. It's gonna be. You're gonna throw it right in the chat.
Pete. It's Pete.
Pete? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see it. He's definitely got a Pete vibe.
It's like if you made Pete all brown. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like the.
Yeah, Max. Yeah, Moses got it. Yeah, I mean, these figures are much better than the
Bendems.
The Bendems by far. I mean,
bro, if you had the Bendems from DuckTales, dog, and your friend came over with Darkwing Duck full out action figures, you cried to your mom, dog. You were like, "Ma, you did me dirty." Like, "Ma, how could you give me these Bendems?" Like, you know what I mean? Your friend wasn't one to play with your Bendems, dude. If they had Darkwing Duck figures?
No, I don't want my friend to play with my Bendem.
Oh, we're gonna go there for everything. The Gizmo Duck fucking derailed us into porno territory.
It did. The Gizmo D. All right. Let's see. So we got the role-playing Darkwing Duck gas gun. Darkwing's trusty high-tech sidearm. Let's get dangerous. Wait, did it really shoot out? Oh, it shoot out a fog or smoke.
Fart. I didn't know one kid that had this. I would like to see it in person. Can we see it opened up in the box?
That's about the closest thing we're gonna get to it. Matt, do you want this one too? I wonder
You
how
want
much.
the gas can, Matt?
I could see Matt running around as Darkwing Duck for Halloween one year.
You put your inhaler in there, Matt. All the Matt, all the meals with Moses you make, you are your own gas gun. I'm sure you're letting some gas out. All those meals with Moses,
Especially going to Taco Bell. But then it may not be gas though. That's something you got to worry about. You want the plane, okay? So I mean, this is pretty cool for a role playing thing. I wish they would have had like a kids fedora. Like I wish there would have been maybe more to the role playing toys to this. I mean, I guess if you got the Halloween costume with the plastic mask or something, that might have been a thing. But yeah, that's not Pete. Pete was a cat. Well, no, but Dad, who he looks like. If you look back at Tusker here, I'm just gonna shorten his name.
yeah.
He kind of looks like Pete a little bit, even though you just take out the fangs and
Yeah, use your imagination, Floyd. We're not getting literal here.
just fill in the blanks, Dad. Fill in the blanks. It's okay.
We're doing like we catch a vibe off a figure. It's like a figure roast sometimes. It's like, what's our first impression of the figure? What comes to mind when we look at it? That's what we're going for here.
All right, so we got the rat catcher.
Like when the teacher in elementary school says, "There's no wrong answers here, guys," or "There's no dumb questions."
What do
You
you
just say-
what do you see? I see.
Your first.
I just see a giant monster. It
You
looks
know
like
what, Floyd? You know what, Floyd? I'm gonna shock you like Venkman. Remember when he's shocking the guy? What do you see? What is this card?
I don't know,
He'll be
a couple
shocking.
wavy lines. No, don't. Screw you.
I'm gonna be shocking you, Floyd, and I'm gonna just be flirting with that blonde girl the whole time.
No, that would be my dad. He'd be shocking the dude, flirting with the
Another
blonde.
dude, and then Floyd, your dad get mad at me, and I'd be like, "We are paying you," and he's like, "Yeah, $5 or whatever." What does the guy say?
All right, so Goslin looks like she's having a good time as Darkwing's. I think he was a walrus. Yes, he was, Dad. The toy comes with a piece of cake and delicious diabetes supply. Oh my god.
Floyd, I am the walrus. Goo 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 choo.
I mean, this is cool. I mean, from the as much as I can get zoomed in on this image here.
Dude, I have this. This was a score from a Facebook Marketplace listing. I got this. This is my classic story. Should I share this? You remember this story, Vince, right?
Yeah, I do.
The kid is like throwing a fit, and they're selling the mom's selling me her husband's Darkwing Duck figures, and all of a sudden this kid has never seen him in his life, and he's like, "Ma, don't sell that." So because Retro Ryan over here has a big heart, there was some other toys in this box I was buying, and I said, "Here, son, you can have this." Even though this kid had a nasty ass attitude, by the way, this kid deserved maybe a backhand. Okay, this protest he was putting up, and I know I checked Moon Man on this, and Moon Man said he wouldn't have given him that because he's had bad behavior. But me, being I have a big heart, I still gave him a couple toys. But I was thinking in the back of my mind, don't you even fucking touch those Darkwing Ducks, son. You get the other figure. You're not touching my Darkwing Ducks, bro.
Get your greasy hands off of my new purchase.
Yeah.
So
I'm buying those. Those are coming with me, son. But you can have some other ones.
you know what? Honestly, I would love to do to this vehicle is take off the sidecar. Right? Just hear me out. It looks like Kaneda's bike a little bit. You could literally make this into a duck version of Akira. I mean, the Kaneda's bike from Akira. Then you could take a Darkwing figure and just like customize it a little bit and make it into Kaneda. I mean, I could see it.
There you go. It even has computer controlled
Anti-lock brakes.
I could ride it. You can't handle a bike like that, Tetsuo.
You pea brain. Yeah. All right. So, last on the list of Darkwing Duck stuff is the Thunderquack. This is one that Matt wants. Would you want this on card, Matt? Or in the box?
By the way, we have to go. Okay, we have to go back to that sidecar, the rat catcher. Okay.
Yeah.
Zoom in a second for Matt. I'm sorry, but Matt, the sidecar Gosling here, that is your daughter. Makes that face, Matt. Every picture, Matt's kid is laughing with that expression. Matt, you already know. Like in that sidecar. See this? That's Moses' daughter right there. I know you see it too, Vin. You guys gotta know because we're tight friends, so we all see each other's family pictures on Instagram. That is so your daughter does that on camera.
So what we need you to do, Ryan, is we need you to Photoshop.
Yeah, we gotta Photoshop Matt's daughter in the sidecar.
And then Matt,
Moses,
on
Moses
Darkwing
with
Duck.
the hat on.
Yeah. No, I honestly, if like Matt could be a superhero, I could see his daughter being excited to go fight crime with him.
Don't go off of me like a crackhead with Tourette's. Dude, now I'm thinking about that hot blonde in Ghostbusters. I can't be doing this while we're live. She was also on Charles in Charge. That hot ass blonde from Ghostbusters was in Charles in Charge too. Floyd, I know you know her name. Drop her name in chat. Whoever that hot blonde was in Ghostbusters.
Do we need to take a moment for Ryan to go think about the blonde chick?
We need to take a momentary gizmo dick.
We need a moment of zen. Okay, I gotta ask, okay, there's no pictures of the, okay, well, no, that sucks.
I'll tell you what, I would prefer the Thunderquack jet though over the motorcycle I have that I got in that pickup. This is cooler. This Thunderquack jet.
Did Launchpad fly it too? Or was it Darkwing?
I think Darkwing must have.
Yeah, because I don't think that, like, Darkwing would allow Launchpad to touch anything of his stuff.
Dude, look how it perfectly just fits in a beak. You know?
I honestly like the fact that you can fit both figures into this cockpit.
That sounds wrong, Vince.
Well, hey, it's the truth, though. I mean, if in the flight pod there, most times you couldn't even do that. Like, think about the Millennium Falcon that came out, what, 4 years? Or no, 4 years after this. You could barely fit muscular Han and Chewie inside the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. But you couldn't fit any of the other characters. It wasn't until we got the ultimate Millennium Falcon that you could fit all 4 characters in it.
That should be the tagline on this box. You can fit 2 in this cockpit.
I think of South Park. I know a little kitty who's sleeping with mommy tonight, but it would be the cockpit of this Thunderquack. Man, we're going off the rails here. Which is all fine. I mean, honestly, I like the colors. You mean that purple and red? It's pretty nice.
Dude, I'm gonna be. Oh God, I kind of got to know what this goes for on eBay. Not complete in box. I'd take this loose. If this goes for 40 or under, I'm on this. But I doubt it. I bet it's more expensive.
I'm pretty sure that someone would say that they would take it loose.
Matt probably knows what this goes for.
but asking the pilot plane. Did you say cockpit? That was supposed to be a second toy line to those. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure, Matt. Damn, if I keep having to stop this series. Jennifer Runyon.
Jennifer Runyon was so hot. So hot. I want to touch the hiney. Woo, woo.
Alright, so that's it as far as Darkwing Duck. Let's see, hold on. We'll go...
Jennifer Runyon, I'd run you up in that ass.
You'll be a running something. Darkwing Duck.
40 to 50 loose, that ain't half bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
Here in Duckburg.
Race cars, lasers, airplane. It's a duck blur. Yeah, okay, that's it. And then, so we can get into Tailspin next. We got a giant 12-inch Baloo. That sounds,
That don't sound right either.
doesn't sound right at all.
Baloo. Yeah, I was gonna say, Moses, I bet you it was missing the cover, and that's the key. It looks so much cooler with the clear cover, the clear bubble on it. Yeah, that kills it.
I mean,
That
you could get somebody to 3D print one that's pretty good. Like some of the newer 3D prints for some of the clear plastic is not too bad.
First of all y'all in the chat need to keep your 12-inch Baloo in your pants. All right.
When she doesn't touch your Giga D, you get a 12-inch Baloo. That was a
They just put giant Baloo on there. Look at the way the characters are looking at him too. They're looking at him kind of odd too. The giant Baloo.
Oh yeah.
I don't care for how the characters are looking at giant Baloo over there. They're looking like that's a little too suggestive.
You know it.
Look at that face they're making. They're like, "Hi, puppy."
Hey, Baloo now. Oh man, so many word plays we can do with this. But all right, let's. I love how he has that realistic scarf, soft goods, and he's got his hat, the aviator hat.
First of all, is this man wearing a jacket and no pants?
Right.
Where's like his? There's nothing on his torso, is there? Or is that a giant?
No, that's just his belly.
So he just got full out belly and dong out, and only wearing a jacket.
Yeah,
he's got
his 12-inch belong. All right.
Wow.
So we got Baloo here. You're looking at 1991, so same time frame for Darkwing Duck. Blue originally from Jungle Book. Correct me if I'm wrong. He was originally in Jungle Book. Yeah, the belly height is bear gear. You know, honestly, that is a pretty damn good looking figure, man. I'd love to have that.
Good one.
I mean,
I want to make a educated guess here and say that this is probably a kind of an uncommon line, isn't this?
I think it is, because I don't remember seeing this in stores.
Neither do I.
Because I mean, I know that if me and my dad would have saw this, we would have had some of these. We didn't.
All right, and what was the special Disney offer inside? What do you get?
I don't know. Let's see if there's something in
the description or the back of the card.
Name Blue. Does it? Hold on. It just gives his occupation. It doesn't say anything there.
His occupation doesn't include wearing pants, supposedly here.
Ace cargo pilot for hire, or for hire. Say that 3 times fast. Yeah, so he's basically Han Solo.
Guys, my first qualification of an airline pilot is that they're wearing pants. I gotta tell you, if they
Yeah,
got no pants on, I'm not getting in that plane.
we don't need no swinging dick in here. We just need a guy with pants on.
Go Gizmo Dick.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh yeah.
Dude, this was a big. How many figures? Dude, what was it, like 12 figures? Get low.
Just about. I think it's 11 figures.
More figures than Darkwing.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. I'd love to actually have this figure. I might have to go look and see if I can find him loose.
Wish I had a 12-inch Baloo. Oh.
Go catch it, D. You know, there was a movie. What was it, Space Trucker's Dad or something? Oh my god, that was so stupid. What was this guy's name? Colonel Spigot. I don't remember this character at all.
Yeah, I don't remember this one either.
And I remember watching the whole series. I just don't remember this guy. I mean, come on, like, darn Carnage. You know, let's go, man. This guy's.
He's looking like something out of like the Battletoads video game. Like you punt
Oh,
off
the blue
ship.
guy. The blue guy. Yes. Not Don
Give him
Carnage over here.
Give him the kick, the boot off the ship.
Yeah, he's the punt of the joke.
This figure's fucking awesome right here.
Yeah, man.
This is a pimp. Look at him, Don Carnage. Don Carnage definitely gets some booty. He's just looking like he's slaying hoes.
But it was funny how he would say his name though. It was Don Carnage, not Carnage, but Carnage.
Don, ladies, I'm Don Carnage. You see my long sword. What's limit? I gotta hear his description. Does he have a description?
No, they don't have a description for him. Unfortunately, I don't see it.
Oh, bummer. No card art.
No, we do got card art. Dude, I love the tail, man. That's freaking awesome. Sometimes you never got that stuff with certain figures.
Don Carnage.
I see Baloo for 60 on eBay on car. Oh, that's not bad, Matt. Honestly, that's not bad. $60. Here, let me do this because it's a little zoomed in too much.
Hey, Baloo.
Dude, he's got daggers. He's got a belt. He's got a candelabra. I love how they come with, all of them come with some kind of treasure.
Yep.
Some kind of golden idol, golden effect.
Yeah, Moses, don't you even start in this tailspin, dog. There's too many.
Don't you, what is it? Don't you go over disrespect me looking like the villain from Tailspin.
Tailspin.
Where's Vinny Boom Bots, man? Come on, buddy. Don't you ever
disrespect me looking like Don Carnage.
Go Daddy. Alright. This is Dump Truck over here. This was the well-known one of the villains in the show. Now for real, it's uncommon. Yep, never ever disrespect. Yes.
You know what? Some of these figures, they're almost giving me, in a weird way, like a Sherlock Holmes kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like just the kind of wardrobes they're rocking in this shit.
Or Treasure Island, you know, kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, like some kind of period piece. I mean, in a way, the show was taking on that whole...
Pirates of Darkwater.
Yeah. We got Kit the Cloud Kicker. Of course, he's not wearing pants either. I love he has his little flying.
Hey guys, what is it with these figures? Nobody wants to wear any pants, bro.
Dude, they're ready to party, man.
They're airing out their nuts in the cockpit.
Look, when you got a full set of hair all over your body, I'm pretty sure it gets hot with pants on. I was gonna ask if this one is a villain just by the look. He does look like one. Yes, he was. That other guy? Yeah.
Can I do a shots fired?
Go for it.
Guys, DuckTales NES, good game. Chippendale Rescue Rangers, Uno and Dos, good game. My shots fired, Tailspin, not a great game. Not a bad game, but just forgettable. See me in the chat. Who's gonna get at me? Shots fired.
I mean, I have it loose carded.
There's not enough to that game.
It's a Louis.
Crappy. Crapola shoot 'em up.
Look at the articulation on Louis, man. He's got like 1, 2, 3 if you count the swivel.
I agree, Blood. Darkwing Duck NES is really good. Even though like a lot of it's just like kind of jumping onto those hooks the whole time. Still a fun game, but I just can't give it to Tailspin. Was it Capcom putting out those bangers for everything else, and then they kind of half-assed that Tailspin, man. Just saying. Shots fired.
I think they were modeled after the Tales of Golden Monkey. It was an adventure drama TV series on ABC from 1982 to 1983. I could see that, Dad.
I gotta give Vinny Boombots. I gotta give Tailspin the horse review from Ren and Stimpy. No, sir, I don't like it. Isn't that the horse said that? No, sir, I don't like it.
Call the police. All right, this is where we get into the two other cast members of the show. We got Amali, the daughter. She's at least wearing pants, which is great. I wouldn't want to figure. Never mind, I'm not even gonna go into this one.
I don't want to finger her.
I don't want to figure with a female character with no pants on. I mean, like as far as no.
Yeah, especially if it's that time of month. Oh.
But
Molly Cunningham. I don't remember this one. Oh yeah, actually I do.
Yeah.
You know what I gotta say? Looking at this card art, I like the card art. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What I find slightly distracting, is behind the figures this star, kind of tattered looking like map circle thing. I find that a little bit distracting to the figure. It's nothing like, it's just a little nitpick. Like, I love the card art. I don't love that positioning of the, because it's almost like when I'm looking at the figure, I'm trying to understand.
It does seem very weird. I don't know, man. It's very.
It takes away from like, because now I gotta have you zoom in even more to like see her accessories. Because what are her accessories? Is like a little pull cart and what?
She's got a little pull cart, a spatula, a little helmet or a drain pan, and then
she's looking like some serious like gummy bears.
Honestly, it looks like she's powering up to go Super Saiyan. That's what she's doing.
We are the gummy. She got a fly. They gave her a fly swatter dog.
Yeah,
for real.
Or a
spatula.
A spatula. She went to Spatula City, man.
She's making burgers, meals for Moses.
Could be. And of course, we got the Rebecca, the mom, the owner of Hire for Hire.
Yeah, I mean, Vin, it's like, I'm not, okay, we got to put it in the for me, Vin, the context is that DuckTales classic, right? Chippendale classic, even Darkwing semi-classic. And then I just feel like Tailspin, it's like, what I'm saying is, Vin, it's not terrible. I just feel like I can't hang, you know? You know when you like got masterpieces and then a game can't hang? In that company, even Little Mermaid outshines it, Tailspin, you know? I just feel like it's like it can't really hang with those classics. Even though it's not terrible. It's mid-tier. Is that fair?
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. All the females are wearing pants or full clothing. Same thing with the villains. They're all wearing full clothing. It's just like the hero characters have no pants on.
Rebecca Cunningham is definitely the mom that like wouldn't let you play Mortal Kombat.
No,
she's like,
she was not.
No, ripping spines out. No Mortal Kombat in this household, young man. You're going to play Bible Adventures, or that's it.
I'm going to go see my dad at that point. Dad, Mom's not letting me play Mortal Kombat.
Rebecca Cunningham's the kind of mom that says no to Beavis and Butthead, but says yes to Captain Planet, and I don't fucking play that shit, Vince.
You know, this is going to be the running joke out of every one of our episodes is the hate for Captain Planet. All right, so, yeah, let's get into the vehicles, because that's all the figures. The only thing that we don't have is the Darkanage's vehicle, his triple biplane, or the triple plane.
Dude, was Rebecca's accessory doing taxes? Did she have a cash register?
Yes, she did. She had a cash register.
Interesting. Baloo's C-Dick?
This is his C-Dick. And he's ready to party without any pants.
I'll tell you what, that is a pretty elaborate vehicle.
It is. It is very chibi-ized. I would have hoped for something a lot larger. I think I remember seeing this, but we didn't get it because of the chibi nature of it.
Listen, y'all, we need to fit a 12-inch Baloo up in this bitch. We need a big plane. We need a big plane to fit this 12-inch Baloo. Oh.
So, Vinny has a question that inquiring minds want to know. Would she let Captain Planet smash? You got an answer for that one?
Oh, thank God. Blood. I just thank God I don't think there is a Captain Planet game. Thank God for me. I can't think of one. Is there, Vince?
I don't think so. Let me look. You know what? Honestly, there may be one. Jose, do you know? Do you know if there's one, man? Captain Planet.
I feel like that's on a lot of girls' dating profile. They want a guy above 6 feet tall, and they want a 12-inch Baloo.
There was one. Listen, there was an NES. Oh my God, and it looks horrible.
Oh God, you son! Look what you started.
Did I start this? I think you were the one who asked that question. Hey,
all right, blood. Next Tuesday, you have to come in and request that game. I will roast the shit out of it as I play it.
And I need
good for humor.
I need Moses to. Well, actually, I want Mazen to NDR Captain Planet. I think you can pull it off. I've never played it either. I don't even think I own it. It looks bad. It looks really bad, honestly. Spoilers, it's horrible. Inquiring minds want to know, and Mazen has the answer.
I want to give all their rings to fucking Thanos to put, with his gems and shit. And he snap his fingers and the whole fucking series never existed.
No, Mazen, I don't hate you. You don't have to do it. Don't listen to what I said. I take back my... I was just only joking. I was only joking.
I do every Tuesday night at 10:30 Eastern Standard, blood. You can torture me with it then.
Yeah, let Ryan do it.
I'm gonna be doing a lot of ranting though while I'm playing it, I'm sure.
And he'll quit his stream if it gets really bad. He's like, screw this, guys. I can't deal with the PTSD of playing this horrible game. I'm out. See, that box is cool. But even then, it's still chibi. So, I mean, it gives a good representation of the fact of what toy you're getting. Yeah, man.
It's a little more Playmobil than Playmates, if you will.
It is.
You know?
That is very true.
Playmobil looking.
Very, very Playmobil looking. You know it, brother. You know it. All right, so that is all of the Tails. Let me see. Does it give me the option to see his... Actually, let me go back into the Sea Duck. Oh, man. What's his nickname, Ryan? The Sea Dick?
Yeah, let's see that Sea Dick again.
I don't see Dick at all.
Dick Tracy. What do they say when they're about to blow up Dick Tracy? 30 minutes, no more Dick. 30 minutes, no more Dick.
Yeah. But, so here, this is what Ryan was talking about a minute ago, earlier when we first started this, is the Funko releases of these. These are really cool. You got the regular pop vinyls of them. Oh man, what a great ending. Alright, Dad, thank you. I'll definitely be watching it. Look, you didn't even get Shere Khan, man. Like, no figure for him. No figure for Wildcat, which is a great character.
Wait, is one of them flocked? The one of the Baloos is flocked?
Yes. Yeah. This one right here. No pants. Yeah, this one looks a lot of fun. Here, 7:30 p.m. Then on Tuesday, I think I already took off in advance for that day since last week. There you go. It's like he knew you were going to play that game, and he knew you needed to request it off. Okay. So, let's get into the last ones for tonight, guys. And that's going to be the gargoyles. So we'll get into all of this since it's might as well. I figured that we would save the rest of the Disney Afternoon stuff for in part 2 later on. Next weekend, I think I want to go back to the Transformers to do the third series. And then after that, I want to do Batman. So we'll talk about that here in a little bit. So originally, Kenner, the guys who did Star Wars and Ghostbusters and a lot of toys that we enjoyed, released the Gargoyles set. So we got Broadway.
There's 35? Mother of God.
What happened?
No, I'm saying this says there's 35 different figures?
Yep. 35 different figures.
Oh my God.
It was a huge wave, man. There was a lot. And this is just, well, I mean, you see it. It broke into different series, and it's got play sets and vehicles. Cool things about these guys had gimmicks. They had accessories. Broadway doesn't really kind of represent himself from the cartoon. He looks like a generic ogre face. Still a cool character.
He's got pants on.
At least he has pants on.
And a belt.
That's the one thing we know, is that they at least knew that the gargoyles would be anatomically correct, and they needed pants. You know, because Solomon Grundy want pants too, but that's a wrong cartoon. And we got old Bronx over here. Good dog gargoyle.
Well, let me ask you this. This was 95. Were they competing with like Power Rangers toy fandom at this point?
Maybe. I don't really think Power Rangers was like something they were competing against, but it might have been. I mean, Star Wars was out at this time. The Power of the Force 2. There's a couple other things. I don't know. I mean, what was it? The Knights of whatever. That there's also that one show that Jose is a fan of. The one that's like Knights of Justice or.
Oh yeah, King Arthur.
Yeah.
King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table or something like that. See, this was just like, okay, I can appreciate this show, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like this was like a time where like the shows were so saturated with so many good shows that I had to kind of pick and choose my spots. And this wasn't one I was catching every week, you know? It's like I could appreciate it, it was cool, but there was just so much shit on to watch, dude. And it's like you can't watch every single show, you know? But looking back, I'd like to rewatch it in full.
Gargoyles is really worth it. It gets really deep. I love the fact that they go back into like Arthurian lore, like Arthur and Avalon and stuff like that. It's a fantastic show, as Great White North is talking about. It is. It's really good and very worth it. It was the darker show of the Disney Afternoon stuff. I mean, you got Keith David as the voice of Goliath. So, I mean, it was... And then Jonathan Frakes is the main villain. Playing Xanatos. You know, the guy who played Riker from Star Trek Next Generation. So this is the equivalent of Panthro right here. Your Hudson character is just Panthro. I think I'm just gonna go through the first image because,
dude, I don't know if this bothers you a little bit. I have a nitpick, and I even see this on the Legends. That little pin hinge. I don't like seeing that. Like, I get it, you gotta have that, but I feel like you can't hide that, you know, the pin hinge on that last figure.
Oh, you're talking about when they have the ball joint articulation? Or hold on.
Yeah, because I just don't.
Yeah, you're talking about that. Yeah, when they have the elbow or certain arm points, they have to have that.
Yeah, because I feel like, okay, there's plenty of figures that find a way to hide that. It takes me out of the figure a little bit when you start to see too many joints and hinges. I'm not trying to nitpick a figure, but I feel like if some figures can hide them, why can't others? It's like, I don't love to see that.
Matt,
you know, it kind of takes me out of the, you know?
Yeah. Well, Matt, your question is they're named after streets within New York. Eliza, I think is her name. She names them, except for Goliath, because none of them had names except for Goliath and Demona. They were just generic Gargoyle 1, generic Gargoyle 2, you know, it wasn't like named until they got to the future.
All right, hold it down, Vince. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. We got Macbeth here. I think he was like a hired assassin. Looks like Cable a little bit. Yeah, Lexington's right here. He's that orange, yellowish one. Green. Bronx is the one you're talking about, Boiling. You got the Steel Clan robot here, which are mechanized robots that Xanatos built to take on the gargoyles that are molded to look like Goliath. They got a Mecha Goliath. It's like Godzilla. There you go. You got Xanatos. in his Goliath armor. Oh, you're good, brother. You're good. All right, so that's season 1 or series 1. And you got the deluxe figures. Remember, Gargoyles was an animated television series that aired from October 24th, 1994 to February 15th, 1997. For a total of 78 episodes. He's like the Tony Stark in the show. Yes, he is. That is true. Mighty Roar Goliath with deluxe electronics. Ready for the battle cry? Anyway. Alright, into series 2, only 7 figures. We got Broadway turned to stone, or turning to stone. Oh, actually, it's turned to stone. It just looked like weird because of the weapons there. Very cool granite look effect. I love it. I don't think we had any of the ones that were turned to stone. I think we just had the main few. You got Ice Storm Brooklyn, which is the red one normally. I love his his frosted wings and his ice beam powers. I don't know. Rainstorm Hudson. He's just a bit blue. Or would you call him blue? You got the stone camo version of Lexington. Which would have been a cool aesthetic that you just make them in poses and stuff. They'd be just static statues, but they did give him some kind of articulation too. Did he have them ice powers in the show? I don't remember either. I think they were just like kind of following suit with like the Batman animated series figures, honestly. Eliza here. Yeah, we had her because I remember this backpack and the missile launcher. We may still have her. I have no clue though. Like, some of my toys are with my dad. Like, my old stuff is just with my dad. Or our old toys are, his house. Which we always thought was weird that she had this jumpsuit instead of them just releasing her with her trench coat version. Hey, look, it's Firebrand. Alright, we got the Steel Clan battle armor for Xanatos. Which is the more well-known, better version of him. They gave her a cool gear. Not just a pistol. So that she comes with. A rocket launcher and a jetpack. Yeah, that's true. But for that figure line, you kind of want to have the characters as they show up in the show, and then maybe do some extra stuff afterwards. Let me see. So we have the deluxe battle doubles. Okay, so you know that you donated those, Dad? Okay. You got the Bronx Lion. Wouldn't he be a griffin? He's got the Maz and Z. Bazanger! I kind of look like the feathery wings there. I don't know if it's just the way that it's supposed to be like leather. It's not too bad. Minotaur Goliath. Okay, so let's see. We got the hardwire. I think these are the ones that like you. Actually, I don't know what these are. I thought they would have been the ones that had the strings that you kind of launched and they would like glide. I have no clue who this guy is. This is what, Mecca Broadway? That's one ugly dude. I remember who Coldstone was. He was actually in the show. They got their faces right for sure. Reminds me of the show. Yeah, especially with Goliath and like, yeah, they do. What is this, like the Transmetals version of of Gargoyles? Like they got hit with this the Energon wave from the end of Beast Wars season 1. Kind of weird. Oh, here's your Tony Stark figure. Your Iron Man. He looks like Megatron with wings. Predacons terrorize. Anyway. Alright, we got one playset. If I can get past these stupid ads. Which was the Gargoyle Castle. Which looks pretty cool. It just kind of reminds me of like a remolded version of Grayskull a little bit. Alright, so nothing there. In the show, they did explore future time travel later in the season. Yes, they did. Yeah. That was what was great, is they played with a lot of science fiction and fantasy elements for the show. The ultimate scale. Ultimate Goliath. Oh my god. He's got that plastic holding his head down, or to hold him down. It looks like he's choking. Poor guy didn't have a chance, man. Mom, you got me a dead figure. I don't understand. The Night Striker. When you got wings, why use them when you can use a futuristic flying device? He's Goliath. He can breathe. He can break off that chain easily. I mean, it's a cool looking vehicle, but I mean, like, they would never use this. I don't even remember this being used in the show. Rippin' Riding Cycle. Rider Cycle. Totally make that into, like, Ghost Rider's motorcycle. Definitely would be a cool custom. So using aircrafts is not far off, I think. Yeah, probably. Xanatos is 944 Roadster. He doesn't even look evil on the figure. He looks like he's just going for a joyride, firing his missiles and his jetpack. Not much more to say about that, other than he looks like he's taken from the Batman animated series in the box card. Okay, so that's it for Gargoyles as far as the original Kenner line. Now, we'll just get briefly into the NECA stuff. I'm going to gloss over, and then we can go ahead and wrap up the show. These have been really, really good, and I have been enjoying these a lot. As you can see, the detail is amazing. Very well done. I mean, we've gotten some good representation. See, like, that's the version of Eliza that I would love to have seen in the original line that we could have gotten, but we never did. Well, the character Xanatos looks and sounds like a villain in the beginning of the show, but he's kind of swings in between, I think. Yeah, her classic looks great. So, of course, this is Angela. Luckily, I don't need to go too far into the stuff. Can we just look at this image? This is Goliath and Damona's daughter. Which I don't have. You got the armored Xanatos. Which is cool. You can take off the helmet, put the head on there, so he just looks like he's like wearing the armor. Got some blast effects, some arm cannons, different different hands. Yeah, just very, very cool. Yeah, I think that's right, honestly. The boiling on that one. It's been so long since I've watched the show. There you go. Broadway looks really good. Much more closer to the cartoon.
When I seen the armored, what is it, Xanatos?
Yeah,
or whatever?
Xanatos.
I was looking at Spawn for a second. From a distance.
I could see that. I could totally see. That'd be awesome to actually take one of these and make it into Spawn. You could definitely do that. You take the gas apparatuses here, so the tubing, make that into chains. You could totally put the Spawn face paint on the armor. I could totally see that. I could totally see it.
It's pretty sweet.
And here we go with Bronx. Looks amazing. Very good detail.
Dude, Xanatos is almost rocking like a Iron Man suit in that, dude.
Oh yeah. That's what Boiling was saying. He's very, very Iron Man Tony Stark-esque. And you got Brooklyn. Which his face always reminded me of like one of the creatures from Labyrinth, the ones that like they take off their heads.
Okay. It looks like something out of Hellboy.
I can see that too. I definitely can see that. I can see the inspiration. Here's your David Xanatos out of the costume. He's got Damona's wings so she can have them wrapped around her. Yep, he's got that smug look. Yep. That is very, very true. Do all guys with long hair are bad guys? No, I'm not a bad guy. I'm a good guy. No. There you go. There's Damona. With their really nice futuristic laser weapons from rocket launcher. And then this is one that I totally forgot that they were doing, that I was just reminded it even existed, was the Detective Broadway. Love the soft goods trench coat and everything he's got. And of course, yeah, here we go. He's got extra stuff. I think it was like pickles and some like soup. Some ramen, different faces, a sandwich. Everything a man needs to be on a stakeout. Even that, man, that noir style art for the front of the box.
I don't know why his face makes me think of the dude from Frasier. What's his name?
Oh, the main character, right? You talking about
Yeah.
Oh,
I forget his name.
I can't think of his name either. I'm running on empty, bro. Let me see. Hold on. Kelsey Grammer.
That's the dude.
Yeah.
Doesn't he kind of have a Kelsey Grammer face?
Yeah, kind of, a little bit. Almost a beast face.
Yeah, it's far-fetched. I don't know. It's making me think it is.
Nah, it's
face.
just something with the figure
Does he
resonates.
Does he do the voice of Beast?
No, but everybody wanted him to be the voice of Beast. I mean, or be Beast and stuff in one of the a few of the X-Men movies. I think he did actually portray Beast. Great portrayal, or like look for her, for Eliza. Got wavy hair versus the straight down. Her badge, a flashlight, different hands, and her cat. Good old Goliath. Not much more to say about him at all. I'm sorry, Ryan. I know you see me yawning, but I can't help it.
No, it's okay.
This is the I think this is the video game version. Yeah, this is the Genesis version of Goliath. Which, in a way, you could technically make this the right. This is the NES version, or the not the NES version, but the Genesis covered version. I think a lot of the bad guys are bald nowadays. This is a 2-pack that was just recent release. You can actually find this one at Best Buy.
I dig the Genesis style box.
We put our love together, babe. No. Alright. And then there's another version of that. Then you got Hudson. I don't know they made an exclusive figure for Goliath for the Genesis version. Looks badass. Yeah, that was the one I just got in the that NECA blind box boiling. I'd seen it all over, but I never picked it up, and getting it out of that for whatever I paid was pretty nice. This is your Klingon version of a gargoyle. I expect him to speak Klingon. Lexington, which I still need. Here's your Raptrat version. Actually, he's a lot cooler than Raptrat. It's by NECA. Their style is spot on. Yeah, definitely. So these are just the same ones we just saw, like the Xanatos armor, but this is the just the robot version that Xanatos built to fight the gargoyles. Of course, like I said, modeled after Goliath. I dig the colors, that silver, the gunmetal, and then the that teal blue. What's your thoughts, Ryan?
It's very Planet of the Apes with wings.
With wings.
It's first like impression.
Is it the Tim Burton version?
Oh God, I try to pretend that didn't exist. Say hi to your mother for me, okay, Planet? Okay, Ape? Say hi to your mother for me.
Hey man, I just gave you your great granduncle a banana. Did you like it? Come on, just say hello to your grandmother for me. I think this is the clone of Goliath that Xanatos creates. Maz and Kaiser? Yeah, dude, I agree. It does. But yeah, I mean, they've been knocking him out of the park with these figures, and luckily, they've released every version that we would want. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's other side characters they could do, but I mean, this is a good complete set for the Gargoyles for a modern age versus the one we were looking at earlier. But yeah, no, so that's it, guys. Let me pop this down. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We plan to be back next Friday for season 3 Transformers, and then the following Friday we'll be doing Batman animated series. Dipping our toes into that. At some point we'll come back to Disney Afternoon Part 2 to finish up the last 3 or 4 cartoons that had toys. If not, we'll fill in the blanks with something else. But Ryan, any thoughts, man? Like anything what you liked about what we saw? What you
Well, we went over all the vintage classics, but I would say if you're on the budget, scoop up some of these $8 to $12 Funko reissue figures of Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, Chippendale Rescue Rangers, you know. And I mean, maybe you can even find, if you don't care about on card, just get like a lot of them loose, maybe 7, 8 of them for maybe $40-$50, and looks really great on a shelf representing your Disney Afternoon cartoons.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, remember guys, tomorrow or today later is Saturday, and just because we don't have cartoons in the morning anymore doesn't mean that you can't put on your old cartoons that you have on DVD or Blu-ray or digital and relive those memories. What do you got going on, Ryan? When can they see you next?
Well, I am live every Tuesday night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, taking your 80s, 90s game requests. I'm playing 80s, 90s game and toy footage. Yeah, this is great. I'm glad we're gonna do a part 2 on this also.
Yeah,
I love
definitely.
these cartoons.
Hell yeah, man. There's so much more too that we can do besides this. So, but yeah, I mean, tomorrow I will have a podcast out. I'm gonna try to get it done before 8. It'll be me, Wubs, and Great White North talking about RPG memories, and then I'll probably have something out on Sunday. I'm gonna try to continue the trend of just putting something out every day that I can, just to do something new and get my mind out of the funk, you know. But other than that, everyone have a great weekend. If you're in the path of this cold snap that's coming, that's going to make things really, really cold for the next 4 days after Sunday, stay warm. Don't get on the street if you don't have to. If you can work from home, try to, because it's going to be cold. They're looking at, for here in Houston, like 6 to 8 inches of snow, or it's going to be pure ice. So we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, everyone, have a great one, and we'll catch you next episode. Peace out.